Hi everyone, my name is Nick Julian, Sports Information Director at Finger Lakes Community College. I'm joined today by Sean Marren, Assistant Director of Athletics and Head Baseball Coach for today's episode of The Lakers Blueprint.
Truthfully, I think that I've been able to evolve over the years through education. Myself, my staff, we've taken it upon ourselves to educate ourselves, professionally develop, through different organizations, visiting other programs, asking a lot of questions. The other thing that I think has helped us evolve over the years is we ask our players a lot of questions. We ask for that feedback. We're looking to, this is all of our programs, and we're making it, trying to make it the best program that we can, and ultimately, in order to do that, we have to be able to evolve and adapt to the needs and the desires and the wants of today's student athlete. You're not kidding. It is a tough region that we play in. One that, it's certainly a challenge, but a challenge that we welcome. So how have we been able to sustain the success? We've brought in great kids into the program. On the field, off the field, they're tremendous young men. We've enjoyed our time with each of them in the program, developing them both on and off the field. On top of that, my coaching staff, they work so hard. I'm forever in their debt, how hard they've worked and how well they've done, working with our kids. So to answer your question, Nick, a lot of it has been some good fortune that we've had, through establishing, values, beliefs, and ultimately finding a common goal that we're looking to achieve. It's the same goal every year, Nick, national championship. On top of that, our goal is also to successfully transfer our kids on. Hopefully they graduate from here, earn their associates, and then transfer on to a bachelor's institution. I think that the returners that we have coming back, they're a very mature group. They have an understanding of, obviously what we're trying to accomplish. They had coming off a very successful freshman year where we won 40 games, where we're ranked nationally in the country. So they certainly have high expectations. The biggest thing for them will be remembering it's not how you start, but how you finish. And ultimately I'm excited about the group that we have coming back mixed in with the group that we have coming in. I think that the older guys will mesh well with the younger guys, and we'll be able to show them the way. So in terms of the type of culture and environment that we want to create, is we certainly want to create an inclusive environment within our program. We have guys from all sorts of different backgrounds, different states, different countries, and what we try to do is we try to establish a culture within our program that, number one, lets those, all the people in our program know that we're all here for the same common goal. And then on top of that, we spend a lot of time as a staff sitting down, getting to know our kids. So ultimately, we know kind of what makes them tick. They know what kind of makes us tick. And then we ultimately, can all achieve the same common goal. Very good question. We've been successful for years now. Looking to continue that success into 2024. How we do that is like I mentioned previously, we bring in the right type of kid, to work with the right coaches, and ultimately develop. We develop kids on the field. We also try our best to develop them off the field to help them, achieve lifelong, successes and dreams that they have. Here in our program, Nick, it's simple. It's about more than just baseball. Baseball is going to be the catalyst that drives us, but ultimately the end goal is so much more than just baseball. We're building something special here, and hopefully, we get enough kids who want to be a part of it.
All right, Coach, it's time for a rapid-fire Q&A segment. What's the last book you read on coaching or athletic leadership?
You Win in the Locker Room First by John Gordon and Mike Smith.
If you could have played any other sport, what would it be?
Toss-up, football or hockey.
Favorite pro baseball team?
The Yankees, unfortunately.
If you could change one rule in baseball, what would it be?
This is tough. I think I'm a baseball purist. I don't necessarily love all the speed up stuff at the major league level. I get it at younger, levels. Maybe show a few less commercials, and I don't think the baseball time is actually that much longer. I think it's the commercial time.
What's your favorite drill to run in practice?
Well, that's a really good question. Full team, I'd say I like, we do this, it's a 4-pitcher PFP drill with whole infield and outfield included. It's a pretty good drill.
Who do you view as your coaching role model?
I would say our former director of athletics, Bob Loudon. He was the head coach here for years. Then he was the director of athletics for years, and kind of took me under his wing. And a lot of the stuff that I do in our program is modeled after conversations him and I had had.
One piece of advice you would give to young baseball players?
Don't give up. Baseball's a humbling game. I certainly would tell you to not give up.
Favorite motivational tactic before a game?
I'll probably keep that one. No. Let's see. Favorite motivational tactic. I think it's easy to motivate a group of kids when we communicate well as a program and we set clear expectations. Sometimes all you have to do is just remind them, hey, this is the end goal. This is what we're trying to achieve. And I would say that's my favorite motivating tactic, is probably watching them be able to self-motivate.
What's the most important lesson you've learned as a coach?
Wow, that's a really good question. The most important lesson that I've learned as a coach is, wow, I'm not speechless often. I think probably, dang. I think the most important lesson I've learned as a coach is the positive impact that we can have on kids' lives. We have kids from all sorts of different backgrounds, and I would say the lasting impact that you can have on someone is probably the most important lesson I've learned as a coach.
What's your favorite baseball memory from your playing days?
I would say I was fortunate enough in high school. I won a state championship. That was, coming up on 2024 will be 20 years. And certainly lifelong memories that, I'll always have.
Well, thank you, Coach, for your time, and thank you for watching the Lakers Blueprint. Make sure to check out our other episodes, and be sure to follow us on social media at FLCC Athletics on Facebook and Twitter, and at FLCC Lakers on Instagram.